Welcome, everyone, to Arlington, Texas at AT&T Stadium, site of this year's Goodyear Cotton Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. We'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 12 seed in this playoff, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up with a semifinal collision. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. So Florida State's offense trots out there to open this game. Of course, the home of the Cotton Bowl in modern times has become AT&T Stadium, a massive yet somehow intimate setting. Kirk, this, of course, is where the first championship game of the playoff era was played.
Well, who could forget that? When Ohio State took care of Oregon to win the national championship for Urban Meyer. And this game, like you said, I think it just seems to get bigger and bigger in this setting. The pressure these players feel. Let's see who can handle that the best today. With the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down play coming up. Catch hauled in here over the middle. The defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Good completion here by the offense. Good timing between the quarterback and his slot receiver. But I really like how this defense, sitting back in zone, is able to get to the football and not allow any yards after the catch.
Sets up as a 3rd and 3 here on this opening possession. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Moves the ball out across the 30. It's good for a first down. And the Noles come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. Got him. He's sacked.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time. Allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with a first sack of the game.
That sack makes it 2nd down and forever. Handing off on the draw play. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, a lot of times as a play call, when you go to the draw play because you feel the defensive front is just consumed with trying to get pressure on the quarterback. They go with the draw, but the defense is completely locked in. Does a nice job of showing discipline to completely negate the play.
That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. The Noles will line up to punt it away. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. So Texas's offense gets their first crack now. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kirk, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. The pass is intercepted.
Boy, just a...
Intercepted.
Chris, he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and defense comes down with it.
First down, looking to throw the ball. The sure hands. It's Winton. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Another great throw by this quarterback to be able to pick up a first down and keep this drive alive. I'll tell you, he's starting to kind of feel like he's getting into a zone. And boy, Chris, Over the years, how many Florida State quarterbacks have we seen get in that zone? Guys like Chris Weinke and Jameis Winston, Charlie Ward. Man, so many good signal callers that have played at FSU.
Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
They look to throw it here on second down. And he's got his man open downfield. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Knowles.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
Point after, up and good. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Running past the 35. And he's brought down, but it's a first down spotted near the 41.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. Brought down, but crosses midfield to the 46. See what the call is on 1st and 10. The back in motion now. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Receiver in motion now. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looks like he's going to run it. In the clear at the 25. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. The Longhorns looking to cash in this red zone trip. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. A huge hit by the linebacker. A collision of big bodies there.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
The tackle is made. The offense is now set up with a 1st and goal from the 8. Longhorns will line up now. It's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And he makes the catch for the 2-point conversion. They jump on top, 8-7. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get it at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? And the game moves the ball to the 20-yard line.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. From the shotgun, drops back. It's a quick grab. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Makes a quick catch.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to three receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. The quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
On third down, he drops to throw. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. An explosive play, and moves the ball across midfield, spotted at the 38.
That's a great job of working the middle of the field by this quarterback, and he picks up big yards.
Finds an open target on the left side. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone. The Seminoles starting a new series here on 1st and 10.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Now this is the 8th play on this drive. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
And he'll drop back here on third down. And a sophomore making an impact play. The decision is not to go for it on fourth down. Here comes the field goal team. Trying to knock it through from 48 yards away. And he's got it from 48 yards out, showing off the big leg.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first period of play. As we break for the quarter, Florida State is on top. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. Through one period, these teams are finding out that playoff games just feel different. Who can handle the nerves better as we head to the second? And the Longhorns offense takes the field. A beautiful, balanced drive reached the end zone last time. Can they keep it going here? And looking to throw now on first down. He's going to take off here. Get some space around the 30. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? He's looking to scramble. And they finally make the stop, but that's a huge gain in the scramble. He found some space and just went for it. Longhorns come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. Off the RPO, caught to the right. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple of plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
And they make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk play on the scramble. He saw an opening and just went for it. The Longhorns trying to cash in here in the red zone. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Defense. It's a solid gain.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of playing moving forward.
And now they'll run it on the draw. Not much on that play. Brought down short. Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
So no field goal try here. Coach keeps the offense on the field to go for it on 4th down. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns. Empty backfield now. They go for 2. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Off target with the throw, incomplete.
Defense not fooled at all there. Nice job of stepping up and stopping that 2-point conversion.
He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Turner brought down. Sets up the next drive. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. They settled for a field goal in the last possession. They're looking for the end zone, no doubt, here. Opening play of the drive, quick throw to the left. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. And it's complete downfield. Tackle made after a big gain. And the Seminoles will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up.
Good job here by the quarterback putting that ball in the air where the receiver can make a play on it. And I tell you, Florida State has had some great receivers over the years, and this kid is really living up to that.
Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Grab behind the line. It's Davis. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Crucial 3rd down play right here. And they pick up the first on the ground. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. And the Noles will bring their punt team on the field now. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. And the kick angles out of bounds, so no return possible here. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. They start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. He lets it go on the move. Makes the catch downfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down. Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. First down, looking to throw the football. Quarterback looking to scramble. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
How about this by the quarterback? He takes a negative play and turns it into positive yards and slides down before taking a big shot. It's an excellent job of getting down to avoid that big hit.
Losing 3 yards there.
about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Receiver makes the grab. Tackle made at the 26. Good enough for a first down. Longhorns come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Caught quickly. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
Makes a quick grab. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4.
That's a good job by this defense of understanding where they are on the field. They obviously don't want to allow this offense to get into the end zone. They rallied the football on that pass and able to keep him short of the goal line.
Pressure is coming. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas. Now they'll empty the backfield on this two-point conversion. And the wideout goes in motion. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Goes to his right side there for the completion. He makes it into the end zone to add 2 more to the lead. So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead or play it safe. So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Fires it to the wideout. He pulls it in for a big gain. The timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. Game moves the ball to the 40. It'll be first down. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. On the run here, taking a deep shot. Catch made, a lot of space now. 4 set of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up for the first down.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're only in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And here's the return from inside the 5. He stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. The Longhorns offense takes the field. We'd expect a prudent decision here, backed up near their own end zone, just run the clock out and get to halftime. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football. And now it's second down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. On the run here. Lets it go. Pulls it in. It's Hatchet. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. Time running down, just one play left here in the half. Snags a quick throw. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. And that one is no good. And the lead remains at 5 after the miss. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. These games, they never disappoint, regardless the score. And this one was filled with excitement and big plays throughout that first half. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to two of the best receiving corps in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves. Chris, let's send things back to you and Kirk for what should be a memorable second half as we eagerly anticipate who'll be moving on to the next round of this college football playoff.
The Noles will kick this away to start the second half. Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. And they get the second half started with a running play. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
Hit by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid game. Stay ahead of the chains.
A gain makes it second and medium. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Well, let's face it, they dug themselves a hole in the first half, but I'll tell you what, they're coming out with a new look and a new energy here to start the second half.
Been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? He's moving out of the pocket. And the protection breaks down again. Back-to-back sacks. Longhorns will line up to kick it away. He's on to boot it away now. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Pitch to the back. And the defense is there to smother it. They were all over the option play that time.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage. The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the first down. Down he goes. A sack.
Great call here going with that nickel defense, giving you more speed on the field on that 3rd down and long. Nowhere to go. Gave the defensive line plenty of time to come up with that sack. And now it's 4th down and long.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Longhorns offense takes the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5. Using his legs on the scramble. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. They'll hand it off. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
2nd down after that previous play. And he drops back in the gun. Lets it go quickly. He makes the grab. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. A big gain, and the offense will obviously decline the penalty. The Longhorns will line up here on 1st down and goal. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
That's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Just trying to get rid of it. And he throws the ball out of bounds there. Smart not to take a sack on that play. Brings up 3rd down.
How about the defense's effort here? You're dealing with one of the more athletic quarterbacks in the country. Anytime he scrambles, you better have 3 or 4 guys pursuing the football. They do a good job of affecting his rhythm by pressuring him to the whistle.
He's swarmed by the defense.
How about this? The offense gets the ball to one of their playmakers out in space, but the defense, the athletic ability on that side of the ball, does a good job of bringing him down short of the 1st down.
He knocks this one right through. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage. They should have left the ball in the end zone. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Tackle made after the completion. The game makes it 2nd and medium. Looking for a gap. It's Davis. Soccer with a strong tackle there. Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
And the returner will be brought down. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot, so sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Second down after that run on the previous play. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. The quarterback making some changes at the line. Second down, we're going to throw it. Receiver makes the catch. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now.
Hey, how about the quarterback here with his eyes downfield, selling the pass to open that play up? Man, offensive line, really good job of selling and then getting upfield to that second level to be able to pick up some key blocks.
He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have first and goal right there. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Here's the handoff on first and goal. They finally corral him at the 1. So Texas has the lead, Kirk, as we break here for the quarter. And as we reach the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. All right, here comes the fourth quarter. Everything to play for here. Who is going to stay alive, survive, and advance in the college football playoff? We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Urgency here in the fourth quarter. They must cut into this lead. It's third down and goal. And the quarterback will just sneak it here. Touchdown, Longhorns. This offense really clicking. So the offense flexing here, and stretching their lead here in the second half.
Now that touchdown gives you a little bit more breathing room, but now it's up to your own defense to help preserve that lead so you can go back out and build onto it in the second half.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he'd left that one in the end zone. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? Looking to throw it on first down. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Crosses the 10. Touchdown, Florida State. Strong game by this quarterback. Kirk, you look for rust. You look for jitters in the opening drive. Not any sign of it for that offense.
You know, the offensive coordinator, when we talked with him this week, he had a feeling that this offense was going to be able to start fast, but I don't even know if he thought they would look this good this early.
Now the important point after attempt. The extra point gets him within a touchdown, 31-24. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Longhorns offense takes the field. Crucial possession. This game just got tighter. They love to play keep away, chew on the clock. How will they call it here? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Grab down the middle. It's Davis. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Offense facing a third and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Pre-snap motion from the offense. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Defense able to stop him. It's fourth down now. Longhorns will look to convert here on fourth down. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Finds his man, has the first down. That'll pick up a first down. They'll spot it at the 38.
Chris, what a call by this offensive coordinator. Fourth down, they elect to go for it, and they get the first down. Now you can continue to work that clock.
He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
Now I like the run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Use the running game to chew on this clock now. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
Well, this is a huge third down coming up here, and here's where that chess match comes to head. And for the defense, they desperately need to make a play if they believe they have any chance of coming back to win this game.
Here we go. Crucial play coming up. It's third down and 3. Escapes the pocket. They get him at the 42. Good enough for a first down. We head now to the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to bleed out the clock and secure this win. Longhorns pick up enough for a first down. It's a quick grab. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Getting set. Here's second down. Quick throw complete to the tight end. Oh, look out. The football is free. It bounces past the sideline, out of bounds, and they avoid.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. You can almost feel a collective sigh of relief coming from the offensive sideline as that ball rolled out of bounds. The offense catches a break. One more awkward bounce. That ball maybe stays in bounds, and the defense has a recovery.
The shotgun handoff here. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so second and 3. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. And the same runner's got it again. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's first and goal. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. First and goal. A late touchdown here would just about secure the victory. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown.
Chris, this is situational football. This is really where the great coaches separate themselves, because in these kind of situations, this is where you want to be able to score and kill the clock. Some teams do it better than others, and that's primarily coaching and execution and preparation. It'll be interesting to see how this offense navigates this spot in the field. And they cut into this lead now on third and goal. Running a quarterback sneak here. Touchdown, Texas. This offense cannot be stopped. Empty set as they try for the two-point conversion. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And he makes the grab, a successful two-point try, and they bump the lead up even more. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. This offense scores the defense with a lightning strike, a one-play touchdown in the last possession. Let's see if they can duplicate that magic here. Running out of time in the pocket. And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open. Second down after the incompletion. And he'll set up to throw. So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20.
How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. And he decides to just throw it away. That's going to bring up 4th down now.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback.
And that one's picked off. What a play. Going the other way, can they stop him? Touchdown, Longhorns. And the defense adds 6 with an interception return.
Well, an aggressive approach by this offense backfires. The defense not fooled at all. Good job of stepping in front of this throw, and they take it back for a touchdown.
Empty backfield now. They go for 2. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And he'll make it into the end zone to increase the lead even more. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. And so it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. 1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? The DB's backing off from the line now. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And the clock winding down, they'll take a deep shot. And that last pass falls incomplete. That will do it. Game over. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment. But now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically. And they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.